The 23-24 football season is coming to an end, with Euro 2024 being the big farewell party to a year that will certainly be remembered in the foreseeable future. Many players already cemented their name as world-class stars through their performances at club level, but many others will use Euro 2024 as a stepping stone in order to get a move into bigger clubs. In this video, we'll look into 10 exciting Euro 2024 talents that will most likely get a big money move after the tournament's over. Number 10. Conceição. To most fans, Conceição was a complete unknown until he scored Portugal's winner against Czech Republic, but the Porto winger has already been cooking for quite some time. He's been his club's difference maker in a season to forget for the Dragons, with 8 goals and 6 assists all season, and even though his time at Ajax didn't go the way he planned, I believe he's growing to a much better player who can impact a game with his fast-paced dribbling and agility. Besides, now it's the perfect time to grab him, as his dad Sérgio Conceição left the club on bad terms after being replaced by his own assistant manager. Furthermore, Chico Conceição has a release clause of only 30 million euros that's active until the 5th of July. After that date, the number will rise up to 45 million euros, so if any club wants to get him on a bargain fee, now it's the time to act. Number 9. Nico Williams. Spain is looking good at the moment, playing very attractive football, and one of the players that's been shining the brightest is Nico Williams. Anyone who's been watching the Euros knows how fast and creative he is and how well he works on a high pressing system, but did you know he's also the king of assists in Spain? This season, Nico has bagged 20 assists across club and country, so I wonder how well he would perform in the Premier League as Mo Salah's replacement. But at the same time, that scenario is unfortunately unlikely to happen, as Nico is reportedly holding out for a dream move to Barcelona. Either way, one thing's for sure, his days as an athletic club player are numbered. Number 8. Johan Bakayoko. Liverpool is targeting Nico Williams, but you'd be fooled if you thought that the Reds didn't have a plan B. Johan Bakayoko is definitely in Arne Slot's shortlist after a terrific season with PSV, where he helped the Eindhoven club break the Eredivisie's records of points in a single season. The Belgian winger scored 12 goals and provided 9 assists in 33 league games, and while he's not a starter yet for Belgium, he has played well off the bench in every chance he's been getting. Liverpool is his most likely destination, but I wouldn't rule out a move to the Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund and Leipzig are also interested in the player, 2 destinations where Bakayoko would have the opportunity to have an immediate impact, unlike in Anfield. Number 7. Artem Dovbyk. If you told anyone back in 2023 that the La Liga top scorer would be a 26-year-old player from Girona who had been bought from Dnipro, I assume most people would call you crazy. But that was really one of those crazy bets that totally paid off. Dovbyk had already shown signs that he could be a force in a big league in Europe after netting 53 goals with Dnipro in the previous 3 seasons. So in a way, his success with Girona wasn't that big of a surprise for those who were already following him. Now, after reaching such a remarkable career high, it's hard not to think that this feat will be very hard to match, even more so if he continues in Spain. Girona has already lost a few notable stars, and with the added stress of Champions League football, my experience tells me the upcoming season won't be nearly as impressive as this last one. At the time I'm writing this, both Milan and Atletico look like the standout candidates to acquire the Ukrainian star, and even if he ends up in a completely different club, it's pretty safe to say he'll not continue with Girona. Number 6. Georgiy Sudakov. But Dovbyk isn't the only Ukrainian star set to leave his club after the Euros. Sudakov is arguably an even more exciting talent, given his current ability at the young age of 21. After Mudryk left Shakhtar, Sudakov stepped up and became the talisman the Ukrainian Giants needed. In the last 2 seasons, Sudakov really developed into a top player and contributed with 15 goals and 14 assists. And it's not like clubs are oblivious to his talents. Napoli tried to get him in January for 40 million euros, a fee that was promptly rejected by Shakhtar Donetsk. But after the Euros, it's almost certain he'll jump to a bigger club. Sudakov even admitted he wanted to get his family out of Ukraine due to the ongoing conflicts. Plus, Shakhtar has already declared they're expecting to lose him after the Euros. At the moment, it's hard to predict where he'll end up, as many clubs are fighting for his signature, but Arsenal and Chelsea look to be the frontrunners in the race for Sudakov. Number 5. Hjulmand. Another midfielder who could definitely fancy a move to a bigger club is Hjulmand, and not just because of his terrific goal against England. That was just a moment where fans realized for the first time how truly talented he is. But the fact of the matter is this man has been a great holding midfielder since he was playing with Lecce. This past season, he was vital to Sporting's league title, and the only reason he doesn't have every top club looking after him is because there's arguably an even greater name in the club's attack. Nonetheless, he has already earned his place in Denmark's starting 11, and if he continues to perform at a high level in the upcoming matches, many clubs will be eager to acquire him. I could definitely envision him making a move to a mid-table Premier League club, or perhaps to a title contender in Serie A, a league that he already has experience in. Number 4. Jeremie Frimpong. After contributing a lot to Leverkusen's best season ever, Jeremie Frimpong has basically every top club in Europe trying to sign him. I mean, 14 goals and 10 assists are pretty good numbers for a wingback. In fact, he's a pretty unique player that would undoubtedly benefit from playing in a system that could actually utilize his biggest strengths, just like Leverkusen has. I could see him returning to his origins at the Etihad and thriving. Maybe a dream move to Real as Carvajal's replacement could also work, but I guess I will have to wait and see. Number 3. Georgiy Mikautadze. This one is for the real hardcore fans, as I assume that if you haven't watched any Georgia game in the Euros, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. You see, I don't believe Mikautadze will earn himself a move for being Georgia's first ever scorer in an international tournament. No, this man has scored 13 goals in 20 matches for Metz, a team was eventually relegated to France's second tier. Even more impressive is the fact that 75% of Metz's goals were either scored or assisted by him when he only spent half a season in France. I believe Metz has paid his release clause to acquire him in a permanent move from Ajax, but it's baffling how a player of his quality will spend the next season in Ligue 2. I'm sure a team with higher aspirations could still convince him to leave Metz, even more so if he can score a few more goals in Euro 2024. Number 2. Jaka Bijol. This Slovenian centre-back is truly a hidden gem that the Euros are bringing to light. Bijol is only 25 years old, but he already counts more than 50 international caps for his country. Besides, he has experience playing in Russia, Germany and Italy, which could encourage a wider range of clubs to take a chance on him. He's physically strong, tall and pretty solid when playing in a three-man backline. If Inter Milan buy him from Udinese, it feels like a match made in heaven. And number 1, Joshua Zirkzee. Bologna will participate in the Champions League after an outstanding season where they finished in 5th place, and perhaps their biggest star was Joshua Zirkzee. The Dutch striker has quite a big list of Italian clubs looking to acquire him, but as of right now, his most likely destination will be Juventus. In Turin, he'll have the chance of linking with his former Bologna manager Thiago Motta and become an influential player in La Vecchia Signora's attack. Though he hasn't received many chances so far in the Euros, it's undeniable that he at least has the quality to play for a top club in Italy. Now we just have to wait and see where he ends up. And that is it for the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more informative top 10 football videos like this one. And as always, thank you for watching until the end. I appreciate you and I will see you on the next one.